All right, let's dive into the transformation of Marilyn Manson, who previously was the Christian school student Brian Warner. Born on January 5th, 1969 in Canton, Ohio, Brian Hugh Warner was just like any other kid. But as he moved to Florida and grew older, his interests started to take a darker turn. He wasn't just your average high school student. He had a unique flair for the macabre and the controversial. Marilyn's school taught him what music he shouldn't listen to, but that was exactly the kind of music he liked. So he transferred to public high school. During his teenage years, Brian was heavily influenced by the music and shock value of artists like Alice Cooper and David Bowie. This fascination led him to form his own band in the early 90s. Brian adopted the stage name Marilyn Manson, a combination of Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson, to symbolize the dichotomy of beauty and horror. However, before Marilyn Manson became a household name, Brian Warner was a music journalist. He wrote for a South Florida lifestyle magazine called 25th Parallel, where he interviewed artists like Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails, who later became a significant influence and collaborator. Warner originally named his band Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. The band was a fusion of glam rock, industrial, and shock rock. While with the Spooky Kids, Marilyn Manson and a couple other members worked on two side projects: a faux Christian metal band in which Manson played bass, and in Mrs. Scabtree, where Manson played drums. These were formed to navigate contractual limitations that restricted Manson's ability to perform at certain venues. According to Manson, "We wanted to infiltrate Christian nightclubs and cause havoc." By 1994, Marilyn Manson released their debut album, Portrait of an American Family. It was raw, gritty, and unapologetically shocking. This was just the beginning. The breakthrough came in 1996 with the release of Antichrist Superstar, produced by Trent Reznor. This album catapulted Marilyn Manson into the mainstream, but not without controversy. The explicit lyrics and provocative imagery led to protests and bans, but as he said, "I created a fake world because I didn't like the one I was living in." Throughout his career, Manson has been a polarizing figure. He's been blamed for societal issues, faced numerous legal battles, and yet he remains an influential force in the music industry. Manson didn't just stop at music. He ventured into acting, painting, and even authored an autobiography titled The Long, Hard Road Out of Hell. This book offers a glimpse into the chaotic world behind the onstage persona. Despite the controversies, there's no denying Marilyn Manson's impact on music and pop culture. He challenged societal norms, pushed boundaries, and created a unique space for himself in the industry. Over the years, the band's genre has evolved significantly, incorporating elements of industrial and gothic rock, alternative metal, shock rock, hard rock, electropop, experimental rock, and dark music. From a curious kid in Ohio to a shock rock icon, his journey is nothing short of fascinating. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more intriguing stories from the world of music. If you have any ideas of other face transformations or have something to add about Manson, just leave a note below. Cheers. Until next time, keep rocking.